Alright, I want to highlight a couple of titles that we have in like our flip the flap type books. Um, this is called Peek Inside the Zoo. There's, I believe, 5 different ones of these. There is Animal Homes, Peek Inside the Farm, the Garden, Peek Inside Nighttime, and then the Zoo. These are geared for like 3-year-olds and up. They're a smaller size. This is the look inside, so you can see that they kind of grow in height. And then this is the see inside, so it kind of gets a little bit bigger. This is geared more towards 7 and up, the see insides. These are anywhere from 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds up, depending on the book. This one is actually 5 years old and up, but this is your 3-year-olds and up. So it's cute. There's little flaps that you can look in and see the giraffes. And they fold back down. And I know some of you might be thinking, oh, my kids with flaps. If it's a book that you really like, Usborne has a 50% replacement guarantee. So if something happens to your book and you really loved it, but your kids were really rough with it, you can get a replacement of that exact book if they still are publishing it and making it. If they can't, then you can get something else of equal value. And that's with working with me as a consultant. So that's kind of a benefit of going through a direct consultant versus, I know some of our books are sold at like Barnes & Nobles. I think Michael's might even. So some stores do have it. They do have an actual retail line as well as a home business line. But that's the key of that 50% replacement is buying it from a consultant. So very sweet book. Very informational, and then you get the look inside. So there's a little bit more detail. This one has 50 flaps, and it's more words, and it's just really neat to be able to see. I heard somebody say once that kids learn better with little flaps. Then they can look inside and find out the more information on it. And it talks then about how the water evaporates and turns into the clouds, and then it rains down, and then there's your whole water cycle right there. It talks about the rivers and running waters and streams and the dam and reservoirs, and it's just really neat, and it gets kids learning without maybe even knowing that they're learning. And then you've got the see inside. This is for, like I said, the 7-year-olds and up. So this has got even more detail to it. Shows about the rainbows, the visible light. It's just really neat. We homeschool, so a lot of these books are going to come in really handy as we get further and further in our homeschool. So a lot of these have been touched by my children as well. So that is that. The see inside, look inside, and the peek inside. But there's also Lift the Flat books. This is question and answers about animals. There's a few different ones of this as well. So why do whales make spray? Whales aren't fish, they're mammals like you and me. And it says because they breathe through a blowhole in their head. So that's how they can spray. The spray is made when the whale breathes out warm air. So just fun little facts. Why are hedgehogs prickly? Let's see. It says it's to protect themselves. If a hedgehog is threatened, it doesn't run away. It curls into a ball so it can't be eaten. So just fun little facts about all different kinds of animals. What does extinct mean? And it talks about how that happens. So this is fun, especially for kids who are very interested in animals and just want to know information and facts about a lot of different ones. This book is geared for 4 years old and up, but I mean, you can really use it with any age. So that is just a little snippet on those Flip the Flat books. Thanks.